Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angryprepper. Today we're going to talk about the truckers update. So guys, this is going to be a fairly quick video, but a lot of people keep asking me what's going on in New York City with the truckers strike, and have you seen anything bad or lack of food on the shelves or less trucks in the city? And I'm going to tell you right now, no. I have seen the same amount of trucks in the city. They're making the same kind of deliveries. Nothing different is going on. We are not starving like a lot of people said we were or thought was going to happen. I didn't think that it was going to get that carried away. There was one side of me that wanted it to get that carried away so that somebody or the city or the world or the United States would learn an actual lesson, but that didn't happen. A lot of truckers, guys, backpedaled on their promise. A lot of truckers just didn't accept the protest, if you will, because they weren't going to do it. And at first glimpse, when I read it, I was like, oh man, truckers going to do it. And then I sat there and I started thinking, I'm like, well, wait a minute. People have been backpedaling and a lot of shit they've been doing lately. So guys, even with truckers, when they made that promise, they sounded good, right? Chicago Joe, whatever the fuck his name is, he was like, you know, truckers are not going to, go to New York City. We're protesting it, and that's what I'm hearing in the chatter and all this other bullshit. And then he turned around and took that TikTok video down, the now infamous TikTok video down, and said, oh, my kids saw it on TikTok, so I had to take it down. Now, I watched some of the video. I didn't see him make any real threats. I didn't hear him cursing. At least I don't think he did. So it didn't sound bad. And even if he did curse, who cares? But because his kids saw it, so that tells me, guys, that he grew a vagina in between his legs, he got scared, or someone got to him. Now, like I said in my live stream last night, I'm going to say it again. If the mob got to him, because the mob is still invested in the trucking industry, if they got to him, maybe that's why he retracted that statement. Or video, rather, sorry. That could be it. Or he just got scared. Or maybe a trucking company told him, listen, fucko, if you do this, you're never going to get hired again. Now, I don't think the mob got to him in the sense, like I was joking in my live stream, I don't think they got to him in the sense that they were threatening his life. I think they threatened his work. I think they told him, listen, if you keep this shit up, you're going to be blackballed across the country. You're going to be making deliveries in Alaska. And he was like, shit, I don't want to go to Alaska. And he probably retracted the video. That's understood. But if he just got scared, or this got ahead of him and he was like, I didn't think this was going to get this far, and he pulled it for that reason, Vagina City this guy belongs in. But again, guys, this is a pattern of men. Men have not been able to stand up for themselves in a long time. And when they do, it's such a small number, guys look around, they're like, shit, I'm by myself. Now, truckers pretty much run the country because they deliver what we need to survive, especially in New York City. And New York City, guys, should be taught a lesson on a lot of things, like the traffic patterns change because they want to build bike lanes everywhere. So truckers are having a problem parking in places they used to park with no problem. Now they got to park in the middle of the fucking street, blocking traffic like they do, which pisses me off to no end. Because they can't park in a bike lane, they park in a regular lane, blocking traffic. Now people have to go around to them. Now the 2-lane traffic roadway is now 1 because of this fucking truck. There's also the congestion pricing that they have to deal with, and the crime. Now, Amazon trucks have been getting robbed. I don't know if they've been getting robbed here in New York City, but they have been getting destroyed in California. They've been robbing those trucks left and right. They've been taking those trucks left and right. I haven't seen anything in New York yet. Maybe it's happened. It hasn't been reported. Who knows? But nonetheless, truckers have to deal with that kind of crime as well. So there are other reasons why truckers should boycott New York City other than Trump being their reason, which it's not a very good reason. There's other reasons why you should boycott New York City. And if you're going to boycott because of the crime, traffic pattern, fine. The congestion pricing, fine. That makes sense. The tickets that you're getting, fine. Trump is not a real good reason to boycott. Still in all, guys, when you make a promise, when truckers start making videos on top of that video saying, yeah, we're not going to go to the city. You guys better stock up your refrigerators. You better go to the supermarket and get what you can. And then nothing happens. You guys look like fucking assholes now. That's the bottom line. You guys didn't follow through. And maybe those of you who committed to it or made a video follow through, but no one else followed you. Now you're by yourself. And then I had to talk about the YouTubers who sat there and said New York's going to starve. Grow the fuck up. We weren't going to starve. This wasn't going to happen. You guys do not understand men or people anymore. We don't have it. We don't have that anymore. It's gone. Too many pussies are overrunning the world right now. Or ruling the world right now, I should say. New Yorkers weren't going to starve. A lot of us were just going to get in our cars and go to New Jersey, Connecticut, or Long Island. That's what we were going to do. We weren't going to starve to death. It wasn't going to get that bad. For that to get that bad, you need a certain amount of truckers, and I'm going to say anywhere between over 25-30% of truckers that come to New York City not to come. Not 10%, not 5%. Now, there was a YouTuber, or rather a subscriber of mine, who said that Tucker Carlson interviewed a trucker, I think. I didn't see the video, but this is what he left in the comment section. And that 10% of truckers are not going to New York City, and that we should be feeling this in a week or so. Bullshit. I went to the supermarket last week, at the end of the week, when there's less food on the shelves, and I looked around and go, let's see what next week looks like. I came back yesterday or the day before, and what did I see? I saw food on the shelves. I saw the shelves restocked. Nothing bad happened. Nothing bad is going to happen. We're not going to starve. We're not going to look like Ethiopians on the fucking street begging for fucking food. Sally Struthers is not going to walk through Harlem talking about feed a Negro and make you feel better kind of shit. No. None of that's going to happen. None of that is happening. The problem is people don't look at things on a realistic level. They look at hope. They look at someone, they do these YouTube videos out of hoping it happens, which I was hoping in my head it would happen, but it didn't, and looking for monetary reasons. YouTubers who did videos on New York's going to starve, that was, for the most part, money. Because they know that people are going to look at their videos and like, oh my God, is the Angryprepper going to starve? We got to watch this video. We're not starving. Now, yes, I'm on a diet, so I'm dropping weight, but I'm not fucking going to get all skinnied out and shit. None of us are going to get skinny out. It's all good. There's food on the shelf. The trucks are making their regular drop-offs. It's all good, guys. No one's starving here in New York City. That is the update, what's going on in New York City as far as the trucking strike goes. It's non-existent. Maybe there are a couple truckers who are striking, but not enough to make a difference. Anyway, guys, this is the Angryprepper. Thank you for watching.